So for the inverse part, here's what we're going to do. We are looking at problem D. This one says, what is the 30th percentile of Kirchhoff's distribution of fastball velocities? Well, 30th percentile, I would go back here and I'd be looking at all of my different formulas and I'd look and I'd say, okay, well, 30%, that looks like it's somewhere right around, not on this page, right? Might be on this one, 30%. Right, that one's close. That one's close. Somewhere right in there. I don't know. Somewhere right in between those two. So my guess is probably negative zero point 0.5. What is that? Between 0.5 to 0.53. So this is going to be my guess. That's going to be negative 2.5. That's my guess. I don't know. I'm going to find my actual value here using my calculator. So once again, I need a wonderfully designed idea of what this is going to look like. So I'm going to put that right over here, just like we had before. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to erase a few things that we don't need. So I don't need that. I don't need that. No way to get that out of there. Oh well. All right, and let's change our boundary here. So 30%, I have no idea what this is going to be, but it's going to be somewhere over here. My guess, right? 50 is down the middle. I'm going to take a guess and say that's probably right around here, and I'm going to say that that is 30%. Right, 30th percentile, that means that 30% is to the left. And so that's a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be looking at. Great drawing right there. Okay, so in my calculator here, I need to find out the inverse of what we just did. And so if I go to second and then var, so using that distribution, I'm going to use number 3 here. This is inverse normal. And when I press OK, it's going to ask me for a few things. So the first thing it says is my area. So inverse norm. The very first thing is my area. So this one happens to be 0.3. Technically, right? 0.30, so 0.3. Then it's going to ask me for my mean. So this mean happens to still be 94. And then this one right here is asking for a standard deviation, which happens to be a 2. So remember, comma delineated. So I need a comma to separate those. And it looks like our answer here comes out to 92 point, I'm going to go 2 decimal places here, 95. And these are in miles per hour. So that should be the X value there. And if I look at where I drew this line here, that does look right. It's a little bit above 92. And so I have a pretty good feeling about that. Now, you might be wondering, Mr. Bowen, why did I say that this was negative 0.52 and this one came out to 92? And I'd say, well, remember, these on this display right here, those are my data points. So those are my X values. And what's in my table is my Z score. So I can't forget that if I was doing this by hand, I would also have to go back and calculate what all this is. So I'd have to plug things into Z and for mu and for sigma in order to calculate and then solve for X. And this one, so much easier to do. All I give is my area. So in this case, that is my percentile. This one right here, 94, that's my average. and my standard deviation. All right, all done. I hope that helped. I'll see you next time.